Rice University, located down in Houston, Texas. Very kind of small school, I'm not gonna lie. It's a 8,655 population, last updated on 2022. But I thought this school would be the most interesting to rebuild. I mean, they were sixth in the American Atlantic Conference. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of work to do. I mean, the NFL players that's came out of there, it's kind of meh. But I mean, they were like 6-7, 6-8 team last year, so I thought this would be an interesting school to rebuild. They're kind of a local team. I'm over here in the DFW area, but they're Houston. But nobody really came out with a Rice rebuild, or nobody really talks about Rice as much. But the players that has also came out of Rice are guys like Chris Boswell, kicker for the Steelers. He's been playing there for 10 years. He's been a pretty solid kicker for him. And Luke McCaffrey, a young wide receiver brother of Christian McCaffrey. All right, so a quick look for our roster for the Rice University. So we got E.J. Warner Jr., 80 overall quarterback. And then when you look over to the bottom, you got a freshman, 74 overall. He's got a 92 throw power. Then you got a sophomore, 74 overall, 69 speed, 91 throw power guy. He looks all right. And then junior, 72 overall, 72 speed guy, 93 throw power. He looks okay, but he's a junior, so he's kind of older. But what really intrigues me is this freshman, 70 overall, 85 speed. What is that? 87 throw power. Chase Jenkins. He looks really interesting, honestly. This is a guy that he could probably get a lot of playing time. You know, I usually prefer to use more scramblers than pure pocket passers. But I mean, if they're better, they're better. It depends on what the situation is. But looking into our running back room, that is probably where we get our best player in Dean Connors at 88 overall, 92 senior running back. Maybe he gets drafted 5th, 6th round, whatever, yada yada. This is his last year for us, no matter what. But then we got a sophomore, 73 overall, 92 speed running back in Alexander. You got a senior running back there, and then you got Quentin Jackson, sophomore, 70 overall, 90 speed, 5'7". He's kind of a quick or a little guy. He's from where I am, Fort Worth, 817. Yes, sir. Taj Atkins, he's a freshman, 92 speed back. He might get a lot of carries by the near future. Fullbacks, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I really don't am I ever going to use fullbacks. But senior wide receiver, 76 overall, 87. He's okay. He's probably not going to get the most playing time you might think. But we got this freshman receiver here, 75 overall, Drayden Dickman. He looks pretty nice. I love to get the younger guys involved. I mean, especially with how much development they can get. From Georgetown, Texas. He's a 5'11" guy, freshman. And he's got that 98 speed, so he's a burner, bro. Sophomore, red shirt. 75 overall, 88 speed. He's a 6'5". Rayson McNeil. Then we got Landon Ransom goals. He looks okay. We just don't have a lot of burners after that. We got a lot of low overall junior and senior guys. So, I mean, really keep an eye out for those young freshman guys. I mean, it's not a lot to work with on this team. But we got a little decent tight end in Bowden Grown, his senior tight end, 78 overall. Then we got another backup senior tight end. We got a freshman in James Falk. He will get a lot of playing time in the near future. This senior tight end will never touch the field. I can promise you that. We got Chad Lindbergh, senior left tackle, 80 overall. Then, I mean, that's a pretty cool bonus right there. We got a junior left tackle, 80 overall. So watch out for Onawaa to get some playing time next year. A whole lot of playing time. He will definitely slide in as a starter, if not this year. Senior left guard, 76 overall, Spencer Castle. He looks all right. He's a big fucking left guard. He's 6'6". I mean, we got a senior behind him. So, I mean, if we like him more as a blocker, we could definitely start him. But I don't know. I'd probably go with the bigger guy. But if the other guys got better stats. But we got a nice little freshman left guard, 67 overall guy. He's not a lower rated freshman, so I mean he should definitely get some bonus reps. And decent little center we got. Don't really care too much about the center position. Doesn't have too much effect on me, but would be nice to recruit one in the future. But we got a junior right guard, 74 overall. Very slow, but he's very fucking strong, bro. He's got 94 speed on him. Freshman right guard, another guy that could definitely progress. Another guy right there, a freshman, 69 overall right tackle. Obviously, the starter was a 75, 76. But then you got Charlie Lewis, who's a left end, senior, 94. Yeah, it's not looking great. We got a 72 overall right, senior. 67 freshman, looks good. Matumbo, no. He looks like he could play his role pretty well. All three junior defensive tackles. Blake, shout out Blake. It's going to be our starting D tackle. He's got 95 strength on him. So, I mean, these guys got 90 plus strength at the D tackle room. So, like, they're going to be dogging. I want to look at the left end again. He looks okay. He's 78 overall. We got an 82 overall senior left outside linebacker, and Josh Percy. He actually really intrigues me. I think this guy will be able to play in the box. You could put him on the edge. He's going to be a star for us. Then we got a freshman left outside linebacker. He looks pretty promising. Middle linebacker and DJ Arkansas. And this is another guy. This guy is 100% being in the box. I don't know where I'm going to put the left outside linebacker, but this guy's going to be in the box. He looks like he'll be maybe an 84 or 85 overall player next year and be one of our best players. I like Arkansas. 84 speed, 6'2". I can mess with that. And then we got a senior middle linebacker behind him. He'll play, but he's not going to get the most reps in the world. I can't lie. Junior middle linebacker behind him. He'll probably play next year. I like that middle linebacker. It's a pretty decent little freshman. Senior right outside linebacker, two seniors, one's a 79, one's 72. Doesn't really matter. It's their last year. Myron Morrison, Chiki and Nagbugo. I don't know. Seymour looks kind of interesting. It's a nice little junior. After that, it's a lot of recruiting that needs to be done. I can say that. We got this senior corner in Sean Frisch. Looks to be more of a zone type of guy. 90 speed. 5'9". He's a bit undersized, but he's a good corner, good overall on him. But we got a junior in Lamont Narcisse. 93 speed on him. I mean, he looks pretty good. He plays his role. 73 senior corner. I don't think he's going to get much playing time because he only has 87 speed. That freshman, AJ Stevens, is going to get some playing time. I'll tell you what, he's a 5'11" guy. He'll probably be put right up in the slot. Well, I could probably put the 5'7" fresh in the slot and then put him there. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Tyson Flowers, sophomore free safety. Honestly, not bad. That is not a bad overall for a freshman. Or a sophomore, my bad. Safety. Then we got Peyton Stevenson. Looks okay. Davion Hook, junior safety. He's probably never going to touch the field. We got a senior strong safety, 81 overall. And we got some really good safeties on us. We got 3 juniors behind them that are going to upgrade like hell. I'm sure one of them will leave in the transfer portal. But Clay Wyatt, he looks like a really good safety. Junior strong safety, 5'11". He's definitely not going to play in the box or anything crazy like that. But he could definitely play some. He could play over the top. Like he could just play his role, and I'll be fine with that. And then we got guys in the depth that are really good. But we got a kicker, senior kicker, 71 overall, 88 kick power. He should get the job done. And our punter is a 74 overall, 89 kick power. We got a freshman on the bottom of the roster there. But that's the squad. The squad kind of disappointing, but Not really surprised. I'm really excited to see what Dean Connors can do because I'm really hoping he can lead the way with that high overall. Um, and yeah, this is our best player in the team though, Dean Connors. So we're gonna go ahead and get the schedule set up and get straight to recruiting. So I want to take a quick look at the schedule here. It looks like we are going to Sam Houston. No, we're playing at home against Sam Houston. Then we go again at home against FCS Midwest. Those are two winnable games. Then we go to Utah. I mean, that one's going to be a war right there. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to put up a fucking war by any means, but it's going to be tough. Then we play my Army. Army's always going to be that weird type of team, just going to be running it, doing some weird stuff. Charlotte, that should be a winnable game there. I mean, and the goal at the end of the day is to win some games. UTSA, that's a good or a good little team right there. They're in our same division. They're going to be at the top of the division most years, so we got to make sure we knock them out. Same as Tulane, another team that's top of their division. It's going to be a tough rodeo out there. We're visiting them. UTSA, we're actually at home, so it's going to be interesting. But at the end of the day, we want to just win these games as hard as we can try. NC State, we're going to NC State. That's another game that's going to be really tough. Our screen is going to be shaking like hell. Navy, it's another one of those kind of RB games. It's going to be a lot of weird RPO, QB design runs, wildcat type plays, options. Like we gotta bring out the best defense we physically can. Then we got a game against Memphis, just a kind of mediocre type of team. They're all right. UAB, another team that actually is pretty good in the conference. I want to say this year, really in real life, they actually did pretty damn decent. The year before, they were okay, kind of a mediocre team. Again, our goal at the end of the day is try to win games and bring them to a title one day. USF, they're in a lot of trouble. I ain't gonna lie. That there's a lot of winnable games. I feel like half of these games are really winnable, and I feel like half of them are gonna be really tough. I'll just say that. Looking at our recruiting process, we already got two guys. We've been talking to guys behind the scenes. But we got a nice little quarterback here. He's got 87 throw power. I think he's got 87. Yeah, he's got 87 speed. I mean, he looks decent. I mean, there wasn't a lot of quarterbacks out there to go out and get, but Spencer Waddle, it looks like he could do some things. Like, if you get him developed right, he either gets his speed or throw power upgraded. Like, I'm working with that. We don't got any really running backs put on. We're not really looking at any right now, just because we like the running backs behind our running back right now. But we will definitely start recruiting some soon. But I like Jardarius Johnson. He's got 94 speed. He's a 6'2" receiver. Kind of reminds me of like a Jonathan Mingle, Ole Miss almost. He looks really good. He's a 2-star guy. He could definitely be a number 1, number 2 type receiver. I could definitely see number 2 type wide receiver out of him for sure. No tight ends yet. We're recruiting on the line like hell. We're recruiting on this O-line like hell. That's all I could tell y'all guys. Is I'm trying to recruit deep in the trenches. Like, I don't want our quarterback to go through no trouble. Our future quarterback. Like, year one, we just got to be real. It's going to be trouble. But there's also this 3-star left guard here that had some interest with us. I also want to get deep out in the trenches when it comes to that D-line. I'm going for 3-star guys on that D-line. Like, I do not even care at all. Like, I have to get guys. And obviously, as y'all saw, a guy like Deacon Burks has already committed. That was an outside linebacker. So, I mean, we're getting edges. We're getting pass coverage type linebackers in there. But like I said, deep in the trenches, there is a diamond in the rough D tackle right there. 3-star, supposable 4-star type of guy. 91 strength, 6'1". He's just a big boy. He's going to clog up that run every time, and we need a guy like him. And we're getting kind of risky year one. Like, I'm not putting no limitations there, but we're gonna go for 4-star guys every once in a while. But we got this 3-star guy,
I think he was a power rusher. Yeah, he was a power rusher. He looks really good. I mean, he looked really good. Good thing he just immediately commit. We just need guys. That's all it is, man. We threw a lot of corners in there. I didn't like our cornerback situation at all. They're too small. One guy, 5'9", 93 speed. It's like I don't know about him, but you got this diamond in the rough corner right here. I'm definitely going to be throwing points at Daquan Fredes. I mean, he looks insane. I'm pretty sure one of the safeties have already committed to us, and another guy, Muhammad. I don't even want to say his last name, but he's a diamond in the rough. He doesn't have the greatest acceleration in the world, but man, it's a diamond in the rough, so you know he's going to be developing soon. But Deacon Burns, I really like him. 6 foot free safety, 3-star guy. I didn't get to see any stats attributes on him, but I'm really hoping that there are going to be some good attributes on him, and we got some good safeties out here. It's just the little things that I don't want to get beat by. Like I gotta have a kicker. You know what I mean? I gotta get someone like a kicker. Like it's just weird things that I know I will need randomly with a team like Rice, and I just can't wait to get this out to y'all. I cannot wait to start this series with y'all. I haven't been back on YouTube in a long, long time. And I'm really excited to bring this out to y'all and give y'all a little project I've been trying to work on for a while. So I'm simming to the next week. So it is that time to go ahead and put the points on our recruits, the guys that we really, really do want to bring in. This is really vital, especially the first couple weeks of recruiting. This is where guys are gonna start seeing like the real interest from the college teams. This is just where we got to win those little recruiting battles. I really want to focus on the offensive line. Sorry, I got the hiccups today. I really do want to focus on the offensive line and the defensive line as much as I physically can. So we'll throw 35 at that left guard. I'm probably going to throw some points over here at the DNs. I don't throw as much on them. Like in my recruiting process, I don't throw as much on them like whenever I already kind of have a lead, but I throw a little bit. That way I'm keeping that lead. If you know, you know, you know, you know. But as you see there, there's a DN I really like, and I like Avery. He looks pretty damn good, and I'm gonna throw points at these guys. I want us to be throwing as much pressure as we physically can out here. Um, I hope that's gone without said. We're gonna definitely throw some fucking points over here at this D tackle. I want Holyfield. I want Holyfield. That is all I can physically say about that. We're losing out on a lot of players. Like I know y'all are noticing that. Like a couple of these D tackles here, we're losing interest from. But at least the linebackers are sticking around. Like I could really see our linebacker room really improving the next year, especially if we pull off some of these recruits. Like a couple of these recruits, I'm really attacking some of these corners right here, and I really want to go after this Muhammad guy. He's a 6'2" corner. I just don't see anybody messing with him. We're gonna just send the house 60 straight points for him. I do want to try to throw some points at one of these safeties, but I may not. I don't know because there's probably some more skill positions that I want to throw the points at. But I'm probably just gonna throw some more at these corners just because I really don't trust that cornerback room. That quarterback, Spencer Waddle, I threw 10 points for him. Go ahead and throw 5 more on him. And then obviously we got those 2 recruits. So, I mean, we are getting a new free safety linebacker. At least one of those guys should be a decent player. Like 1 of 2 odds. 50, I say 25% chance one of those guys are insane. But as y'all do see, we did get the tactician. We did choose the tactician role for our coach. We're just gonna go ahead and put it on the line, see what it can do. I'm pretty sure tactician makes your players better for game day. But we're gonna go ahead and sim to the next week. I think it is game week. Looking at the first week of progress of the recruits, we got a lot of guys for first and like 2 just for second. I mean, recruiting process it couldn't look any better. That's all I can say. It really couldn't look any better at all. That quarterback we got a little bit of interest right now, but we're just gonna keep it like that for now. The receiver I really do want to bring in. It's like a CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Mingo type of player. I don't know. The D tackle still interested. I really love that D tackle. The linebackers, still a lot of interest from all those linebackers, but I really want to nail these corners. But I put 60 points on Muhammad, it's not really where the interest I want to be, but it is what it is.
But it is that time, of course. We are playing, of course, at home against Sam Houston Bearcats. It's going to be an interesting one. I think the Sam Houston Bearcats are a little bit better of a squad we are, just a bit, but it's not that far off. Should be a really good game, honestly. And of course, we are playing on Heisman difficulty. We will be playing on 7-minute quarters. No, actually, no, yeah, we'll play on 7 minutes quarters. The depth chart, of course, we got to throw the depth chart. We got to show the depth chart before we get into the game. We're just going to keep mostly everything how it is. I just want to let y'all see how I'm kind of rocking the depth chart, what players are going to have the most playing time, yada, yada, yada. Just kind of let this one play out. Linemen are kind of just getting put all over the different plays. Like I said, kind of just leaving everything I can by itself. I think I'm going to try to throw a freshman corner in there if I can, just into the depth chart. Other than that, it's all really going to be the same. Actually, I'm probably going to give this cornerback a lot of playing time if I'm being real. He just looked pretty good. He had good size on him. He has good speed, 5'11", 92 speed. He's gonna get playing time. Like I'll put him right there at the 4-string corner if I have to. I just there's no point to redshirt him if we still have needs there at that spot. Our safeties, of course, going to be the same. Like I said, nobody's going to be playing in the box. Nothing wild like that. Kick returner is going to be 93 overall kick returner. Kind of nice that we have a good little kick returner. Other than that, though, everything's going to kind of be the same. The roster's really just going to stay. The top players you see at every position, they're all going to kind of just play their position. Whoever you see is supposed to be a starter is probably going to be a starter. With all that being said, though, of course, we're gonna hop right into the game right after this.
Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy DT Blake in the building. We back. We back. This just a little professional series, but we finna have a whole lot more. We got the mock draft coming. We're gonna have reaction videos coming. I just got a new job over there at FedEx. I'm working a whole lot of hours right now, but this won't stop anything. I'm back, and I'm back for real. This ain't no. I'm sorry, I might be on some Corey Kenshin stuff where I'm just leaving and then coming back. But this time, I'm gonna try to be a consistent uploader for y'all. I promise. We're back. I'm gonna be on that mock draft video. I'm gonna be on some giveaways soon. Especially if we grow this channel, that's what we get. 2,000. No, I say 1,000 subs. I'll give out a $10 card. I ain't gonna lie. I'll give out a $10 card, a little $10 card. 2,000 subs, a whole lot more. And after that, 5,000, 10,000. We gotta build the community together, bro. I'm gonna be posting Twitch. I'm gonna try to set up a little stream there. That way y'all can see me playing the game live. I've been playing a lot of 2K. Hit veteran, really close to hitting veteran 2. I hope y'all can stay tuned into my 2K live streams. I'll live stream a little bit on YouTube, but I heard Twitch is the way, so got me a little Twitch, and we're gonna stream 2K on Twitch. Got into a little Red Dead, so probably make some Red Dead videos. I'm probably gonna get into the story mode for the first time on Red Dead, but what I would probably do is stream most of the time, then edit just the stream highlights, put it on there. Kind of like what I ain't gonna lie, it's just what the other creators do. Is kind of what everybody's doing right now. But I'm happy that I'm back. I'm happy that I can put the videos out for y'all because y'all know y'all are gonna love the adventure. So please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, refer me to the friend. We ain't got much time on our hands, and let's party, bro.
And we are off. Rice. This is the Rice Stadium. It's a nice little stadium. It's not the biggest stadium out of college. I want to say it's one of the most lowest kind of field stadium in the NCAA. But it's a nice little stadium. Where of course we're playing Sam Houston Bearcats. We're gonna be kicking the ball off. Again, our kicker ain't too good. Um, he's an all right kicker though, but we're gonna kick off the ball to start, and we did decide to actually end up doing 6-minute quarters instead. 7-minute quarters is just gonna be too long. It's gonna be really hard to edit. But here comes Hunter Watson, the junior quarterback, 78 overall quarterback. We got to watch out for his arm. He has a pretty decent arm on him, of course. Yeah. And they're going to go with the RPO to start off the game, and they get a good 18, 19 yards right there. Like I said, that dude's got a good little arm. Hopefully, Arkansas's our linebacker can make a good play right here. And the defensive line ain't sending no pressure there on a play action. They get a good another 14 yards right there. We need to figure something out here. Here we go, 1st and 10, and there goes a sack. 94. I'm not sure which player that was, but I will get to that here in a little bit. But there we go. There's the D-line kind of stepping up because, I mean, they're starting to realize they're at fault for a couple of these plays right here. And the quarterback's going to roll out, and he slides. Man, that would have been really dangerous for that quarterback if he would have just kept going right there. And then that leads it to a 3rd and 9. 3rd down. What is Rice going to do? And he runs it up the middle, and it is stopped. They're going to go for the field goal. We're going to see if it's a long field goal. In NCAA, of course, usually they don't hit them all the time. And and that will be the case here. As with the first drive, Sam Houston goes out and tries to kick a long field goal, ends up short. So we are going to get to see our the quarterback, Dean Connors, of course, our best running back, the best player on our team. He gets stopped up short, but we're going to try to get him involved early, but he gets stopped up for a negative 3-yard loss. Man. We're going to try to see what's up in the passing formation. We're going to try to see what's up there. And R1, we're going to try to hit R1, and he just can't get the ball out. All right, so we're going to punt it here, of course. We're going to try to be playing it smart. 4th and 13, obviously not realistic at all to go for that. And they are going to get off a really good return as number 2 for Sam Houston is going to take that home. My goodness, that's not good. That's not good at all. And they're going to go, of course, for their extra point. We got a lot to fix right now. I will be using the mic on the actual game next game because I'm not going to lie, I'm using the audio like from my earbuds right now, and I'm kind of just commentating over the game. Y'all let me know if y'all just want to hear actual live footage right now, or do y'all want to hear just the commentary? And here goes Dean Connors, our best running back, with the spin move. About 16 yards right there for Dean Connors. He's got 3 carries for 16, so that might have been a 14-yard run right there, actually. Here we go. We're going to motion our tight end over. See if we can try to get a little QB read option. And our quarterback goes about a yard, maybe. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage there. We're going to try to get a little RPO action going on here. That's about a 4-yard gain for Dickman. 3rd and 6. What can we pull out of our cranium? Trying to change it up a little bit. Shoot, we might try to throw him off and get a little run in here. And that's what we do with Dean Connors. Our best player. Why not give it to our best player in a crucial moment right there? Why not? All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Connors. Or, no, that was the backup running back, Dalen Alexander. I'm trying to get them some carries. I forgot in the game. I'm trying to give everybody a little bit of carries. Because, I mean, there's a lot of seniors on our squad. So, like, if we can develop guys on the depth as well, that would be great. And so here's another run, of course, by Alexander. He gets no, that was Connors. That's on me, y'all. That was Connors. That was a good little run by Connors. He's showing how much of a workhorse he really is, though. We're just gonna keep running this ball, though, is what it looks like. And Dean Connors is gonna get another 1st down for us. Dean Connors gets stopped up in the backfield there. I just don't know. I don't know what's going to work for us. I recorded this a while ago, too. So, I mean, I cannot wait to get the rest of it out. And Dean Connors on a screen pass. I mean, hey, at least he's showing he can do it both ways, though. He can go out there in the backfield, get dirty, try to do some crazy things out there in the receiving option. And we're going to throw a long one up, and that one nearly intercepted. E.J. Warner threw up a deep ball and nothing out of it. But we're going to go 4th and 5. We're going. We're going for it. And then Dean Connor lets that one go. And I think that was Stykes for the 1st down. We got a lot of white boy receivers. Pretty interesting. And then E.J. Warner goes down. Richard Outland Jr. with the sack. My goodness. We're going to hand that ball off to Dean Connors, who gets stopped in the backfield. Dean Connors is not looking like the greatest today. I will not lie. But it is 3rd and 16. And trying to dump it off to Dean Connors again, E.J. Warner gets forced into an incompletion. But here goes the field goal. And we do not make the field goal. Oh my goodness, the luck is not on our side with this one. 22 seconds left in the 1st quarter. And Sam Houston's still up. And, you know, we really could have made a play right there with the linebacker. We didn't pursue it because I knew it was going to be turned into a pass audible type of play. And that stadium's starting to shake. My goodness, it's not going to look too great for us. And that's another big play. Left wide open. Hunter Watson is just getting the most wide open plays down there. And that will wrap up the 1st quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd quarter, start of the 2nd quarter. Sam Houston's in a good spot right now. And they're going with another play action pass. And it is picked off! It is picked off! There's a big-time play for our defense right there. Not sure who that was, but y'all will see that at the end of the stat line. I'm very sorry, but it's kind of hard to see on my screen because I'm recording it right now, the reaction to it. And that's just a little dump off right there to Braylon Walker. Man, that's a big play for Rice right now. That is a very big play right now. And Dean Connors is going to get another workload right there. He gets about 6 yards right there. Wow. Here comes 3rd and 4. I'm just going to do the little check down. I think that is Dickman with the reception. Yep, that is Dickman. I think that's our 98 speed sophomore receiver. really excited about Dickman. I'm really excited. And that's another straight down the middle carry to Gene Connors, who is looking a lot better going into the second quarter. Looking a lot better. Especially as our best player on the team. I need him to look like the best player on the team. You know what I mean? And here comes a deep one. Luckily, that one wasn't almost picked off as well. EJ Connors, I mean, he's looking okay, but it's like I might need more from him. I'm not gonna lie, I might need more from EJ Warner. Tim Horn. What the hell? I thought that. Why did it say Tim Horn was the running back on that play? Interesting. And here comes Dean Connors again for a first down. I cannot wait to keep handing him the ball because he is doing magician things out there right now. Dean Connors, I mean, that was supposed to be another tackle for loss, but he gets 2 yards out of it. An interesting I thought was kind of weird with NCAA, when you look at the rushing stats, like the lowest guy you ever usually see on there is like, for a rushing average, is like guy from Navy, where they're just running it all the time. And even then, that's like a 5 yard per carry type of person. So, I mean, if we're trying to be top of the line rushing wise, and there goes a deep bomb down at the one, looked like it might have been a touchdown. There is our burner and Dickman, and finally we get something going on the offensive side. I cannot wait to see what happens here. And Dean Connors is in the end zone for a touchdown. Of course, we are going to kick the extra point there. And Dean Connors, first touchdown of the year, first of many, is all I got to say. I know it's a little 1 yard touchdown or whatnot, but that big pass play led it to that touchdown. Just so we all remember that. That pass play is what led to that Dean Connors touchdown. It was just the first run, the first down, first and goal. I mean, he did it like that. So, I mean, he's a good little power back, as we see. And they're going to hand the ball off, and they're not going to go anywhere with that. John Gary doesn't go anywhere there. That is 2nd and 9, of course. We're going to sit in the middle with our user. And, man, you don't want to throw that to the middle because I'm right there. I am right there every freaking time. Arkansas is in the middle again, 3rd and 9. And he has nowhere to go, and then he is sacked. Josh Percy, our best player on the defensive line. Man. They're getting to the quarterback, though. As soon as I was dissing them in the beginning, they started getting to that quarterback. I cannot lie. And our punt return won't go anywhere. But, man, that is some defense that will set us up. Of course, the score is still tied at 7 with 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Dean Connors gets another 2 yard gain. I'm telling you, he's like a work bill out there right now. It looks like we're going to try to get him involved in a screen. Like, we're trying to get him involved in every which a type of way, and he loses about 2 yards there. I mean, Sam Houston is playing it pretty well. They're playing it pretty damn well. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. They're playing it pretty damn well out there. We try to get a little short little play action type of play going there. Only goes for 2 yards. We're going to be forced to punt it again to Sam Houston. We need one of those interceptions again. That is what we need to happen, because right now there's not a lot going on, but I think whoever scores first in this situation is going to have a lot of momentum going towards the third quarter, and they get off another first down with Gentry. I said Gary. I'm very sorry, John Gentry, if you are somehow watching this video. I'm really liking the linebacker I'm using out there, and man, we missed up on a missed tackle for loss as Gentry runs it right down the middle again for another 12-yard gain right there. It's not looking too great for us right now. They're going to call a play before the 2-minute warning, and that's a big-time hit. That is a big time hit by one of our users at 41. I'm not sure which one that was, but of course the stats at the end of the game, I will be able to correct all that and get everybody's name by next video. I'm very sorry. As we get another sack, Blake Bonuses, of course, shout out my boy Blake Bonices, however you say his name. Blake Bonuses. Doesn't matter. 3rd and 20. They're going to hand the ball off as Gentry goes for about 8 yards, and they're probably going to be forced to punt. Here comes the third punt of the second quarter, and that one goes straight out of bounds. That is going to mark us right at the 41-yard line. That is a very short punt. I'd say net yards like 15 yards right there on that punt. As we have nowhere to go, Warner goes down. Not looking too spicy for both teams in the passing game right now. It's not looking really spicy. Other than that Dickman long catch, as we're going to find some crease of a spot. He just can't catch the ball. Come on, man. Hold on to the ball. Xavier Weaver with the good play defensively on that. 3rd and 23. Not a lot to work with here. We're just going to hand the ball off to Connors, who's going to get some type of play in space, but not much to work with there. And of course, we are set to punt the ball again. 4th punt of the second quarter. A lot of punting going on. And wow, how do you miss that tackle? How do you miss that tackle? It's just little things like that that can leave us deep in the trenches. Just because weird things like that, of just not being able to tackle somebody with just being right there. You should be able to make that tackle right there. And they get a good little 8-9 yard pick up there for them as they use their first timeout. They got 32 seconds left in the second quarter. And we got to pick up on that running back. And we do. That is a big time play by Arkansas. DJ Arkansas, I believe, is his first name, actually. Big time play right there. We need those type of plays all the time. Like I said, just making those tackles that need to be made right there. And that was a tackle. And again, that was me. That was Wyatt that made the play right there. And that one gets forced out incompleted. He had to throw that one away. Is Hunter Watson 6 for 9, 104 yards. Warner 7 for 14. I think like 58, 60. Just a lot of times we got to pass, just not a lot of completions, it looks like. But looks like there's not going to be much to work with here. Probably going to have to run the ball. We only got 18 seconds left. I mean, if we get something to pop there, I'll go ahead and call a timeout here, see if there's something we can find in the passing game here. 14 seconds left. You don't really want to risk it. Risk something where that might. And that, like I said, risking something, risking it for the biscuit, and that one is a pick six. Touchdown, Sam Houston. David Fisher with the pick six. Man, it's just going to be little things like that, man. That is going to just put us in drought. And with that, we're just going to hand the ball off to Dean Connors, who gets about a 3-yard gain. Man, that leads us to the halftime. So far, I really am impressed with how the defense is playing. The defense made a play out there. They forced a couple punts. Offense, we just need to be better. We need Dean Connors to start popping off on some of these carries. We need the quarterback to make some better decisions. Me as well. That's 50-50 split right there of blame being thrown at. Honestly, on that throw, it really was me. We're talking realistically here. That was on me. And Dean Connors has nowhere to go. Or not Dean Connors. E.J. Warner, of course. Our quarterback. Duh. But 2nd and 13. We're going to try to throw a really risky pass. We're just not really looking great with E.J. Connor. We really have to get those short throws up. And, hey, you may see some of that freshman quarterback. It just depends on how it goes. And there goes another interception for E.J. Connor. Like I said, there might be a chance y'all could see that freshman quarterback sooner than later. it's just not looking too well right now for EJ Connors. Like, I don't know what to say about that. And there's a 4 yard loss for Steven Evans. Um, I don't know, 2nd and 14. I mean, the defense has been making plays. They've been making plays again. Another play where he just needs to make the tackle right there, and he gets it done. He understands the assignment and gets it done. The linebackers are doing their thing. The defensive line is doing their thing. Offensively, we're not. So, and that one should have been a sack. I mean, it was towards the guys, so it can't be intentional grounding. So they're going to be set up for their three. He's going to go up to kick it, and it is right down the middle. That is 17-7, Sam Houston. All right, the offense trouts back on the field. We're going to keep Warner in just because he is our highest overall quarterback, and 2 interceptions don't make a player, to be fair. And he gets a little out route or a little in route from Sykes. Uh, that's going to help out a lot. It's those type of routes right there from decent route runner type of guys, and we're just going to check it down to tight end. We just got to play it smart with Warner. Like right now, he's not having a lot of confidence in himself because of the decisions I've made, some of the ball placement that Warner put the ball at. It's just not looking great. I don't want to have to see that freshman quarterback as physically soon. I want to let him sit there, but I mean he's got the highest speed out of all the quarterbacks. Not bad throw power, you know what I mean? But I love to have a guy that can go out there and scramble. I can't lie, especially in this game. It just feels like you need one out there. Unless that pocket passer is a really good quarterback. But we are going 4th and 5. We're going. And man, like right there, that type of throw can keep Warner as the starter. That type of throw is what would keep Warner as a starter. It's just those are some tough throws to make, especially in a tough situation like 4th and 5, and we hand the ball off to Connors again for 2 yards. And he's got 73 yards, a touchdown. I mean, Connors is doing what he needs to do. It's just I want to see more of his runs pop off. I mean, Connors is really the only one on the offense that is doing something right now. Like the interior line is doing their thing. I can't lie. The interior line is doing their thing. You don't really see much of the pressure coming from the inside as much as the outside. That one I felt like should have been caught. Wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad throw. I mean, there wasn't a lot to make there, but we're going for it again. 4th and 5. Why not? It's not looking too great, and we get stopped at their 1 yard short. Sam Houston is playing amazing defense. I cannot lie. I thought it was pretty interesting to see Percy. I said he was a D lineman earlier. I'm so sorry about that, yo. Like he is an edge linebacker, a guy that can play in the box, a guy that can come off the edge. Really talented type of player right there, honestly. But I'm really excited the progress he can make. And of course, there is a fumble on the play. Wow. DJ Arkansas recovers it. I don't know who forced that fumble, but that's a big time play. And that's going to lead Dean Connors to a first down. He's got a high risk of injury, though. We got to be really careful with Dean right now. We have to be really, really careful with him right now. Oh, he throws the little RPO, and it just seems like those aren't going to work. The screen passes, it just seems like, I keep saying RPO again. Those are supposed to be the screen passes in NCAA are actually kind of nasty. They usually give you a good amount of yardage there. Dean Connor goes up the middle for about 4 yards. He's carried the ball 20 times for about 8 or 9 yards. That's not bad. It's about 4.5. That's 4.5 yards per carry. And finally, they leave the in route wide open. As he's going to get about a 12-yard gain. Braylon Walker. I'm really excited to see how those young guys can do. This one we're going to try to get a little cute on them right here. And getting a little cute might lead us to about a couple yards. About 3 yards there. It looked like it was more promising than 3 yards. But Braylon Walker, this is the Braylon Walker drive, it looks like. Braylon Walker, Dean Connor, and man, we just throw that right
to Tim Horn. Or not Tim Horn. Why do I keep saying Tim Horn? But I think that was Dykes with the catch. Doesn't really matter because it was just a yard literally. And wow, what a throw to the tight end, the big fella, Broden Grown. Man, what a throw by Warner. This might be Dean Connor territory to run the ball, but you never know. Something sneaky like this could happen. And he throws another interception. Connor, I'm not going to lie, he might have to take a little seat. Yep, he's probably going to have to take a little seat. Like, I can't do it no more. We're going to go ahead and look at, see, like, you got this guy as a sophomore, but he's got no speed to him. I think it's time to throw the freshman in, Chase Jenkins. I'm really excited to see what he can do just because Connors ain't getting it done. Like, that's a throw that should be right there to him, not a slow throw.
It's just like realistically, like when you're playing like this in the first game, 3 interceptions, 55 completion percentage, you're getting bitched. Like that's just how it works, you know what I mean? I take fault in the first and probably the second interception, but that one it just felt like a really slow release. It felt like a guy that it just he don't got a lot going for him, and right there we got really lucky that he didn't catch the ball there because that was a good throw. That was a guy that was really wide open, to be honest. It's just not really looking good in the first game for Rice right now. They get a little check down that leads about 9 yards right there. It's just the little weird things that they're getting a lot of yardage off of, and it's not a lot of fun to go against right now. I cannot lie. It is 3rd-and-1 though. Of course, we are still in the game. We're never out of the game unless we're down by 30 in the third quarter, but we're down by 10. We should be chilling. And that one is, like I said, it's the plays that just need to be made right there. And then it's just like we have to pick up a tackle right there. Like he is not fighting for that first down at all. And they just get another first down there. But it's like that. When you look at that tight end, he was not fighting for that first down at all. Like that is an easy tackle we made. And we just still don't get it done, man. It's trouble. That's all I can say. It's a little bit of trouble right now. But we're probably gonna send that blitz at them just because like we need a sack, a play to be made, and there we go. That's a good little stop. I know he got 3 yards out of it. It felt like he lost. It felt like he went back to the line of scrimmage, but he fell forward. It is what it is at that point. They're going to go in motion here, and we're just going to leave him wide open again. It's just now the defense, they're getting tired. They're going to get tired at some point. Like, they've been doing amazing. I do not fault the defense so far. Like, the defense is doing their thing. Wyatt and Percy, they've been showing, like, how they're going to be captain and commander of that defense for a while, all season long. They are going to wreak havoc in the box. As they're going to call a play before the third quarter ends, and here they get a first down with their backup running back. All right, here we go. 1st-and-10 to start off the fourth quarter, the fourth and final quarter. And there's a tackle that's made, but I mean, he's already got about 7 yards there. It's just our linebackers are making plays. It's just we need the D-line to send a little bit more pressure than I'd like, and the corners to strap down a little bit more than I like. Other than that, they're doing a good job. Like, but the linebackers and that defensive line are doing their thing, though. The corner made a play earlier, so I can't be mad about that, of course. As we're going to get another pick! We are going to get another pick with Play Wyatt. Look at the way he tracks this ball down. Just look at the way he tracks this ball down. Ball's coming. He just makes a play over a big boy tight end right there that could easily jump in front of that ball. And Play Wyatt just goes out there and makes a big time play. Guys like Play Wyatt are going to be reason why we win close games. All right, here we go. 1st-and-10, 5.5 minutes left in the final quarter. Chase Jenkins, of course, we're going to see a little bit of our new freshman quarterback out there, Chase Jenkins. I'm very sorry, Warner, but like 3 interceptions. It's time to take a seat, buddy. We're rolling out, but we get sacked. Oh my goodness, it's another let up. But this time was by our interior line, so I mean, it's just blame can go everywhere at that point. But we're gonna throw it deep, and Jakeman makes a big time play, but there's a flag. Jakeman stepped out of bounds. Oh my goodness, that is not good at all. So we're gonna be forced upon it here. I mean, you could always go for it at this point, but like it's there's really no point. Like we're not gonna get it for the 16. Like it would be a 5% chance of that happening. So we're just gonna play it smart and punt the ball. All right, here we go. 4th and 48. Sam Houston has the ball once again. It's just not looking great. There goes a big time tackle right there for one of our linebackers, John Gentry. He's having a pretty decent game for himself. Their offensive line, they're kind of just everywhere. Or their offensive mindset going into this game, they're kind of just balancing out the pass and the run. But we get a good behind the line of scrimmage tackle right there. So that's a loss of 4 yards right there. I think they were trying to run a QB type read option there, but we're all over the place on this play. There should be no reason somebody sneaks in for a first down as the big boy tight end gets about a 4 yard gain there, 4 yard catch. They're lining up to take another field goal. Of course, they're going to kick it really early to leave some time on for us. All right, 4 minutes left on the clock. Last quarter of the game. So we're going to hit an inside tight end right there. And that's a good little pass by Jenkins. I cannot be mad about Jenkins making that type of pass right there. The auto-generated plays that they're bringing us, though, I'm not a big fan of. And we get taken down again. The interior line lets up another sack there. So I got to take my credit away from the interior line because they're not holding up their bargain of the deal right now. Is Jenkins, he's going to scramble out. And see, this is what I like about a guy that has some speed on him. It's like, I can run with them. Like, it's nobody's open, which when on a team you're using like this, it's kind of low rated overall wise. It's really hard to get guys open, so that's why you want to have a scrambler. But right there, those type of routes, Sykes gets wide open, big boy wide receiver. He's making that one-on-one catch there every time. As Jenkins, he can't scramble out, and he gets sacked again. Nason with 2.5 sacks in this game. My goodness. He's an absolute factor. We're going to take this check down to the tight end, who might get a first down, but no, he gets about 11, 12-ish yards to 3rd and 2. So, I mean, looking okay for the offense right now. It's not looking too terrible at all. As, of course, we're going to go deep with it. And that one was just a good play on the ball from the corner. Is it feels like there's not a lot of options here. It's like it feels like we really have to go for it now. Like there's no more punting in this game. I don't want to see no more punting because we really just have to go for it every time. Like there's no reason why we shouldn't. As Dean Connors is going to go up the middle. He's going to get a lot more. And he gets about a 14, 15-yard run there. Dean Connors, of course, he has that injury warning right now, but we got to be really careful. But we also have to give him his end of the deal here, and that one is picked off. It felt like it was wide open. Man, I don't know what to say about that one. Escobar with the interception there. I mean, Jenkins is going in there throwing an interception. It's like, I don't know. It just Sam Houston is just outplaying us right now. Like they really just are. And that's another good little run right there for Gentry. I just don't know what to say. That's a 2-minute warning right there. 2 minutes left in the game. It's gonna be really hard to pull something back off for this one. Right now, it doesn't look really too good, but they get a little stop right there behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, you never know. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, of course, but it's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game. You really gotta hope we get a stop right here. You really just gotta hope that we get a start right here, and we don't. As the running back, he is going to keep going. And, he's going to keep going. Man, that is not looking good for us at all. John Gentry carries that thing for about 68, 70 yards right there. And that's the dagger, for sure. That's the dagger in our hearts. So, I mean, next week, I might give Warner another chance to play starting quarterback again. It's just like, I won't forget that game, if you know what I mean. It's a lot that goes on the plate with these type of things. But I mean, of course, we're gonna get a momentum drive going into next week. Hopefully we can get something going right. Um, Chase Jenkins, I just want to see a little bit from Chase Jenkins. I mean, this is the only time we get, and that's a good throw by Jenkins. You know what I mean? He's only got one interception, but I mean, he's only also had like 2 drives in the game. So I mean, you got to keep that in account, of course. But let's see if we get a little momentum drive going for Chase Jenkins. You don't want to hurt a freshman's stats like that. You honestly want to help it as much as you physically can, and that's just another almost interception right there. Isaiah Cash out of Texas with the big play on that one. Just a lot that's going to go into this game right here. And Chase Jenkins has a lot of yards to work with right here. And that's, again, it's going to be a really big question mark going into next week who our starting quarterback is, just because Jenkins offers that scrambling ability, and I really value that. I really do. We got 40 seconds left going into the game. He's going to throw a deep one up, which is caught by Digman, I think. Which, that is a big time play. Jenkins put the ball on the money there. So yeah, it's going to be a really big question mark going into next week. But that is a big time play right there for Rice University. I mean, right here, we're going to obviously have to go for the onside here. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at least we got momentum. At least we got the momentum going into next week, of course. Like, they're going to recover the ball. So this game is over. This game is long overdue. I'm really impressed by the linebacker group. I'm really impressed by Jenkins. I'm really impressed by Connors. Everybody else need to step up, though. I mean, especially if I convince myself enough to let Warner get that starting job, he's gonna have to make some better reads for sure. He's gonna have to have a lot better stats than what he did this game, because Jenkins went out there and he made a big time play. Like, he put the ball on that touchdown pass. Jenkins put the ball to where only our receiver can make it. Warner on that last interception, he just, it was a bad throw of Warner. Like, it wasn't even a bad throw by the user, of course, me obviously, but it's just like, it's little things like that. Of course, it's just the first game. We're gonna go play FCS next week. FCS should be kind of like a easy game for us. Like, it should be a game where we should dominate. There should be no reason. I don't care how bad this team is. There should be no reason why we're taking an L against FCS next week. But I mean, Sam Houston just had our number this week, I guess. Of course, E.J. Warner 16 for 29, 3 interceptions. But Chase Jenkins 5 for 8, 62 completion percentage. Had basically damn near the same amount of yardage. 62 completion percentage, a touchdown, an interception. He's got those scrambling yards. I know that for sure, too. It's just Chase Jenkins looked better at a way lower overall, like a 70 and 80 overall. You would think the 80 overall is going to look better, but it's just because Chase Jenkins got that scrambling ability. So once he starts rolling out a little bit, like, they're going to start wanting to play the run now, and then starting to leave guys. Linebackers will start leaving tight ends or receivers wide open. Safeties will, because they're so worried about the quarterback run at that point. But I don't know, man. Chase Jenkins just looked a little bit better. But, I mean, I'm never going to count out Warner, though. Warner might still get the chance to start. Dean Connors about 5 yards a carry, a touchdown, 102 yards. Chase Jenkins, 6 carries for 11, but he had one for 20 plus. So, I mean, it was just a lot of sacks that made his yardage look weird that game. Receiving wise, Drayden Dickman had that big old touchdown for Jenkins. He had 15.5 yards per catch, 94 yards for 6 catches. I mean, that's really good. Matt Stykes, 5 for 67. Braylon Green, 3 for 46. D. Connors had 3 catches that just went absolutely nowhere. And Our tight end, no, our tight end went 3 for 6. No, 3 for 46, and Braylon Walker went 2 for 15. So I mean, it looks really good. But looking at our left tackle, they let up 2 sacks. I saw that pressure was coming out on the outside of our offensive line, and then our center let up a good sack, a bad sack. I mean, not a good sack, not at all a good sack, but Crab had 7 pancakes. I mean, that's pretty interesting actually. Well, like I said, our linebackers were doing their thing. DJ Arkansas had 10 total tackles there. He's just looking like a Fred Warner out there. He's just looking like the Fred Warner of the American Atlantic, right? The conference right now. He had 10 total tackles on him. So, I mean, he looked really good. I want to see more TFLs from Arkansas. But, of course, Play White had the interception. He had 5 tackles as well. Interesting. Blake Bonisish. Shout out my boy Blake. 2 tackles for loss, a sack. Josh Percy, our best player. It feels like he had a sack. He got a tackle for loss, of course. And Play Wyatt, one of the fan favorites right now, he got an interception. And Gabriel Taylor had an interception. So both of our strong safeties had an interception. Like I said, those safeties are going to be really good. And, of course, our kicker missed that weird field goal that, could it just not roll in? I don't understand that at all. I don't. All right. Well, with all that being said, of course, that was episode 1 of the Rice University. Again, I'm really happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back and uploading for y'all guys. And I hope y'all really did pay attention to that little clip of me talking where I was mentioning the fact that I'm going to be dropping more music. Remember to go check my SoundCloud, my Spotify, Apple Music at DT Blake. Same as the YouTube channel name, of course. We're gonna be dropping more music. We're gonna be dropping stuff about the draft because I mean it is I think the 8th or 7th as I'm speaking right now, and the draft does begin on April 18th. So I turned 21 on the 14th, by the way. So birthday is on April 14th. It's coming up real quick. I'll be able to buy liquor, so that's always awesome. But of course, episode 2 should come out 4 to 5 days after I post this video. Of course, like I said in the clip, I've been working a lot. Got the new job 2-3 months ago. Just putting in hours. I just clocked out with 50 hours overtime. Of course, I'm making 27 an hour in overtime. So, I mean, I'm making this money. Also, some more money to spend on the YouTube channel to get more content out for y'all. Of course, I just really want to build a community here. I want to make a lot of people happy. I want to, when people are going through stuff, I want them to watch my videos and just kind of get their mind off of what they're going through at the current moment. But again, like I said, I love y'all guys. I got to get to do some stuff. I got to start editing. I got to start working on the next video. Get into the FCS East game. And peace.